Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love Island UK Season 12, Episodes 51 and 52.
I need you to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. You ready, Blair?
Yes.
Please, walk us through it.
Ty and Angel's family meet. They like each other. They feel like the relationship is going good, and they're proud of them.
Not buying the propaganda, sorry.
Megan's family arrives. Everyone's proud of her. Conor's family jokes how it's funny he came all this way to find an Irish girl, and they are very proud of him, and they all come together and they support their situation.
Y'all literally just saw each other talk about Megan and her family.
Yeah.
Literally just saw each other, but I see you.
Mm-hmm. Dejon mentions that his mom sees that people aren't really his friends, and their family don't see them laugh and flirt together. It's always so serious. Dejon says him and Meg know the truth, though.
No, y'all, no. I've done some production things before, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think, just randomly, right, that producers, anytime that you're laughing and having a good time, that producers gonna be like, do not show that?
No. Well, I will say they are going to create whatever storyline they want to, but I think that if there is footage of you and they want to include it, I mean, it will be there.
I'm not saying never, right? Even though I just said never. I don't mean never in that way. I'm just saying that if we're laughing and kikiing and things of that nature, since y'all know the truth, but yet in the same breath, you give me an ultimatum to where I give you what you want and you still yell at me?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to show?
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm going to show more of what you've been doing. That's why I do not buy this propaganda of this whole, like, we know what it is, or this propaganda that Meg been there for all the girls and things of that nature. I'm like, if y'all know what it is, and if it's true what y'all say, how come we haven't seen one footage of that at any point?
Yeah.
Literally at any point.
Yeah, y'all come across very miserable.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not truthful to me.
So we get to Helena's family, and they thought that she was going to get back with Harry, and her dad is honestly asking, how real is all this?
Yeah.
She said that on her end, it was real. She really had real feelings for Harry. Yeah. And the mom feels like Helena is stronger for all of this. Her dad said a customer told him that Harry wears his D on his sleeve.
Okay.
And the dad asked if she would meet him, with him after the whole ordeal. And Helena says, like, look, we're all pretty close friends talking about Dejon, Megan, Harry, so she's not against them seeing each other after this. But she doesn't want to be back with him, and she feels like she learned a lot about herself.
Do you think if given the opportunity that Helena would want to be back with Harry? That's
why I don't want Shakira with Harry, because after they get over this, and this is all allegedly, this is all in my mind, my imagination. But I believe it to be true. If Shakira leaves out of here with Harry and they try to have some sort of relationship and he has an opportunity to see Helena out at Tape or wherever they be going to.
Oh, okay. You ain't got me.
Then I absolutely believe there's going to be some flirtation, possibly a little bit more going on with Helena when he's outside of here. So I just don't believe that he's going to be faithful. So, prove me wrong or don't. Who am I?
I believe people are competitive. I believe men are competitive, and we only give competitive nature to men, but I think women are even more competitive, if not equal, right? And I think throughout this whole season we have seen Helena literally compete with Shakira when Shakira didn't know that there was a competition. Yeah. I'm gonna wear your clothes, I'm gonna take your man. Okay, I don't want your man. You know what? I want your man. So I think Helena, here's the thing about it. Helena is going through an experience of basically if me and Blair was dating and my guy friends were to say, hey, make her do this, make her do that, make her do this, whole time rocking the boat and things of that nature, and then I go and I present that to Blair, and Blair was like, I don't want to do that. You know what? I don't want to be with you. It's over, right? Now all of a sudden I'm laying on the couch crying, and I'm like, you know what? It was all fun before everybody made me say and do all these other things. That's what Helena's going through, right? Yeah. That's why she's like, it was very real. Like, I really was enjoying myself. I really was having a good time. I would have done anything for Harry and things of that nature. But like now he's acting like I never existed. Now I think she's regretting how she moved in the past 4 episodes, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Harry ends up walking over to Helena's parents, apologizing to them, and her dad says it is what it is. And her mom said Helena's strong. So
No,
you know, so they're not really too worried about it. I thought that was kind of like, oh dang, y'all really don't care. But the thing is, that's why I think some of these parents don't take this seriously.
And also, one thing I noticed, a lot of these parents are older than I thought.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So when I seen Harry apologize, I think Harry had to apologize for sure, even though his intent may not be to hurt, but he did hurt. We cannot deny that fact.
Right.
Right? I think it was at least a step in the right direction, even though it may be a little centimeter. You get what I'm saying? To apologize to Helena's parents, because at the end of the day, they just recoupled and they really were supposed to be meeting him.
Right.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying? So, like, I do think it was right for him to go over there and apologize. I guess it's right for the parents to be like, okay.
Yeah.
So, like
exactly. Like y'all wasn't really together.
Exactly.
For real.
So, yeah. I have no problem with both reactions, to be honest.
Yeah, and Blue and Helena's family meet, and they're pretty much exchanging pleasantries.
Yeah.
So we get on to nighttime. Harry and Helena have a conversation. She has accepted the situation, and she would be fine with being friends after this, and he would love that.
Is this different than what she said a couple episodes ago?
It's completely different, but I will say I wish Helena would stop pulling him for chats. Like, get what you need to get out, and then be done with it. Because what are we really doing here? You know?
Of course she's pulling him for chats and things of that nature, because at the end of the day, she never presented herself to be serious. So why should I take her seriously? Why do I feel bad for Helena when Helena woke up to the idea that she should feel bad for herself. She never felt bad for herself whenever Harry treated her the way that she was being treated early on in the relationship. So with her going back and forth, this is the real her right here. This is what she really wants, right? Outside of the Meg and the Megans and things of that nature, talk about cut them off and you girl power and things of that nature, and you deserve respect and things like that. She's like, you know what? I don't really deserve that much respect. Just a little respect. So you know what? Let's be friends outside the villa. Also, Harry, be careful, because women can be competitive. And she can continue on this competitive nature, this competition against Shakira outside the villa. And she could just be like, you know what? Harry's always mine.
Yeah.
That's how she always presented herself. So I will never feel bad for Helena. Even though, guess what? Helena, you could have won it all by being with Harry, but you wanted to be basically another version of Meg. Why? And now look at you.
Toni and Cash talk, and her brother, she feels like his brother and sister don't like him, and Cash like her, and Cash tells her, look, they just have their guards up. Their big brother cried.
Yeah.
And even if they don't like you, it really doesn't matter, because I don't hate you. It sucks that she felt like when she asked them, did they want to know anything more about her, they said no.
This kind of turned me off, and like, it's not that I'm turned on by Toni, because Toni's probably one of my least favorite people on the show this season. But I was very turned off by this, and let me share with you how I read things. I am not a people pleaser in any way, right? And I believe Toni, she operates in a way, based on what I've seen this season, in a way to where she wants to be liked by people. Like basically, that's why when she's basically standing up and going back and forth and things of that nature, and she got her little peanut gallery and things of that nature, there's no problem with having a peanut gallery, but she got her peanut gallery. And for once in her life, in this time in the villa, where she actually was wrong, but for once, somebody is like, yeah, I'm not really feeling Toni like that. And now all of a sudden, her world is crashing down. Hey, get yourself together. People don't have to like you on the first meetup. Dude, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, if there was ever a time to where, let's say, when I first met your parents, or like the first time you met my dad, and things of that nature, I never asked you after I met your parents, do your parents like me? Because it doesn't matter to me. Like, why would they like someone that they have the least amount of information about? Right. I haven't sat down with them. I haven't had a conversation with them. So I think Toni over here with these tears and things of that nature, I think to me, it was I don't want to say manipulative, because that's putting 20 on literally 0.5. You get what I'm saying? But I just think, like, Toni, you have been an emotional wreck throughout this whole time. And I think you need to understand what Blair said last episode, to where, hey, you done some things in the same way as you said that Harry needs to work for Shakira. You need to stop crying and put in some work for Cash. Right. People are just not going to delete that out their minds. Yes. like you should have, besides being motivated by the fact that, oh, this is where I stand with your family, I really like you, and like I really want to basically show myself and prove myself, you over here crying. You want sympathy for the stuff that you did?
Right, I know.
Like that makes no sense to me.
Yeah, so I'm like, get your working boots on. Get to work. So Meg and Dejon chat, and Meg brings up how her family said that he was very flirty, and Dejon is like, everything I do was wrong. He explored, and his connection with Meg was stronger. Mm-hmm. They will prove everyone wrong on the outside, and he could go home today, and he would be very happy, and she agrees.
Well, go home.
That's how I felt. I was like,
go home.
You might as well.
But here's the thing about it.
You're not winning.
This is what Meg does. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I can read people very well. Meg always put Dejon in a position, even though I don't like Dejon, to where he have to continuously prove himself, even though it is closed off, even though they are exclusive, even though they are a couple. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So it's always like he's chasing a carrot all the time. And you don't want to be with someone that always dangling a carrot in front of your face.
And that's why I don't believe all the positive things you say about her. And fine. Sure, editing. Could be a lot of things that we don't see, but we see a lot of these conversations of her bringing back other people's issues, things that she got embedded into her head that she wants to create a problem over. And you can clearly see that you're frustrated with having these types of talks, but you want to continue pushing the relationship forward. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't come across as real.
And then on top of that, you talk about I'm flirty since when and with who?
Right.
You talking about the conversation I had with Yasmin? You talk about the conversation I had with the first bombshell? Like, we've been closed off literally, like, even before we was closed off, all that stuff that you trying to put on me of calling me flirtatious and things of that nature, that was actually the people's problem with Dejon in the villa.
Right.
Is that they felt like he wasn't open, that he was playing a game. So you telling me I'm too flirty. The girls that you're accusing me of being flirty with are saying he ain't really open, y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah. So we get to Shakira and Harry, and she agrees with her family for not really wanting to meet him. Mm-hmm. And her mom didn't see them being being in a good place, so she respects her mom's position at this point.
Okay.
Dejon and Meg go to the terrace, and he drops the "I love you" bomb.
And that's why I'm
like, what's next? A proposal?
He might propose on the show. Like, Blair, you said that jokingly, but I think he's in prove it to the UK mode that, like, this relationship is real. So I'm going to take you to the terrace, and I'm like, I think I'm loving you, Meg. My Meg. I love you, Meg. And it just comes off as very orchestrated.
It's calculated.
Yeah,
it's like, so calculated.
It's like, okay, cool. I hear you, Dejon. Yeah. You're not going to get that money. I'm sorry.
And the thing is, too, is I love / don't love when he likes to go back to say, well, I was going to do this a while ago. I said to the guys that, I was feeling it, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted to say it. And I feel like that's even calculated. I feel like if you are having a conversation with your girl and things are going well, the conversation's flowing, and you end up saying, I love you, that is way more authentic than laying the groundwork with the fellas to say, I think I'm feeling her. And then, like, when you finally feel like you want to prove something else to somebody, to the world, that then you need to take her up to the terrace because, okay, we're going to go up to the terrace and I'm going to say I love you and she's going to say it back. And then we're really going to be even further in our connection.
Yeah.
It's just like, it just does.
Here's the thing. Guys talk to guys when it comes to, like, hey, I'm really feeling her and things like that. Right.
Yeah.
But his conversations does not seem natural. And you know why it doesn't seem natural? When he's with Harry, he's, you are my guy. When he's with the girls, you know what? I'm your guy.
Yeah.
So he's talking against Harry when he's with the girls. When he's with Harry, he's like, I'm your bro. So we cannot believe anything. Guess what? It's common for guys to be like, you know what? I'm really feeling her. I think I'm in love and things like that. Mm-hmm. But for me, it's like Dejon knows when the camera's on him, and he just knows, like, okay, I have to use the moments that we have to basically push the relationship to convince everybody.
And I feel like with him and him talking to Harry, talking about, I'm your friend, I'm your bro, you got me. And then in the next scene, he's telling Helena, well, he did kind of discard you. Yeah. And I'm just like, I feel like you're stoking the flames.
Yeah. It's like, bro, like, if you that friend, you supposed to be my friend even in opposition. Mm-hmm. Guess what? It was me and Harry versus the world episodes ago. But guess what me and Harry did? We put our backs up against the wall and we started swinging. Now look at us. In a happy relationship. You get what I'm saying? Let's keep going.
So we get to bedtime. Of course, Meg is telling everybody that they exchanged I love yous.
Was this the weird scene right here? It happened between one of these 4 episodes to where Shakira and Harry was talking in bed or doing whatever, and Helena was just staring in the dark at them and things of that nature.
Oh yeah, I think it was that bedtime scene, and I was just like, is she staring at them or is she just awake?
No,
the way that they were looking, it looked like she was staring at them.
She was staring at
in the
them.
dark.
Yes, scary.
So
you know.
So it was the next day. Meg doesn't care about people's negative comments, including her family, because they will see how different they are on the outside.
And that's what I mean right there. Like, how about, I think, here's the thing about it. I think the reason why I don't believe what they be saying outside of I think they're lying, they need to trim the fat off their sentences, right? If they were just to say, listen here, I don't care what people think about my relationship, it is what it is.
Right.
Stop right there. But it's always this, like, they will see on the outside.
It's like they're always in a need to prove it. And I get it, because we don't believe you.
Yeah.
That's why you feel like you need to prove it. But saying that you're going to prove it, it doesn't prove it anymore.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just live it. Just be in it.
But,
you know?
but it's almost like you are kind of like, what's the word? You are alluding to the fact that, you know what, we gonna show y'all on outside the villa. We gonna keep this game going outside the villa, and y'all gonna see outside the villa. Nobody cares. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dejon knew that he loved her, and he didn't really know why he was resisting saying it. Harry and Shakira kissed last night, and Toni wishes Cash's family saw some of her redeeming qualities.
I wish I saw some of Toni's redeeming qualities.
The thing is, I think that Toni does have some redeeming qualities. I think she's a good friend to Shakira. I think that she can be a good time. I think that she's, can be funny as well. I think that she stands up for herself. Does she stand 10 toes down?
No, just 6.
Maybe 9 toes down. But I do think that they probably did see some redeeming qualities, but you hurt their brother. And because of that, your redeeming qualities don't matter. Like I said, get to work, girl. Get to
Come
work.
on. And the whole time you hurt somebody's brother, especially if he's the little brother, hands get put on you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So we get to Harry and Shakira. Harry is questioning his friendship with Dejon because Dejon really wasn't there for him that night when he went to go sleep by himself.
That's true.
Toni and Yaz would have went straight to Shakira to basically talk to her and if there was an issue that she was having. Shakira says that Dejon doesn't like to go against the grain or make himself look bad in any type of way, and they also end up kissing.
Okay, that's true.
So they get a text, and it is time for couple goals challenge.
Okay.
They have to read out questions and say the couple who they believe the answer most applies to. So Blue and Helena wouldn't want to go on a city break. I had to look it up, and I did see somebody ask if we can explain the UK slang. We're not UK people.
No.
So I'd just be repeating it half the time. But I did look this one up, and it's like a short vacation in the city.
Okay.
So with Harry and Shakira, they wouldn't want to. Harry might want a wife swap again, is what Blue says, and Harry tells Blue he's better than that. Apparently Harry didn't find that to be too funny.
Here's the thing, Blue. I ain't find it funny either. Right? Here's the thing, Blue. In order for us to wife swap, you would need a wife.
Well,
your wife likes me. No one likes you. It's been proven to this point. So guess what? It would be a wife swap, but you would need a wife for us to swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which couple cares most about how they're perceived? Toni and Cash select Meg and Dejon. Shakira and Harry select Meg and Dejon. And they say Dejon doesn't care about Dejon says he doesn't care about how he's perceived unless it's from his mom and Meg's mom. More people end up saying Meg and Dejon, and they use that example of, your parents and stuff, you guys were upset after you met with your parents, but that's not the real reason. Meg and Dejon end up saying Yasmin and Jamie because of the kissing competition. And Jamie says that, look, what's her name? Meg was saying the way that you guys reacted after the kissing competition, I guess they were too calm. And Jamie was like, well, I wouldn't do well with somebody yelling at me, and we handled the situation like adults. And I felt like that was a dig to Meg because you be tripping.
Facts.
We get to most fake couple. Shakira and Harry say Blue and Helena because they're not really a romantic couple, and him making the wife swap comment, Harry felt like it was fake.
Yeah, I guess what it does gotta be the most fake couple, and fake doesn't mean that like I don't think that y'all are basically portraying one way and basically hiding the other. It's the fact that Helena said off facts that, hey, you go be the friend role. This is not gonna be romantic in any way. So I don't even know why they should take offense to that.
Toni and Cash said Meg and Dejon because whenever there's an argument, you guys yell at that you thought we were friends, but you don't really act friendly towards us. And then they said, no one told Toni that Harrison and Lauren slept together. And Shakira was like, if I would have known, I would have told Toni.
That's the only thing that I agree with Meg about right there. I have to be fair.
Yeah, that wasn't their place to say.
It's not my place to say.
Blue and Helena said Toni and Cash because of the Harrison situation and Toni going back to him.
Okay.
Blue has a thing for Toni. I really don't know what it is, but it's very weird.
It's like he came back. It's like he left because no one liked him. He comes back, no one still don't like him. So he's just there.
Yeah.
It's literally like he's literally just there.
Yeah.
A wasted person to bring back to the show, in my opinion.
Yaz and Jamie say Meg and Dejon, things can seem rushed between them. It seems like you guys downplay situations and certain comments that Dejon didn't mention to Meg about conversations he had with other women.
Yeah.
And Dejon doesn't feel like he downplayed anything. He doesn't remember all the details of all his conversations, conveniently.
Very.
And Meg was upset because of what he said, and he was honest about that. So he already got the heat for what he did tell her. Conor and Megan say Helena and Blue. It was convenient that Blue was feeling Helena when she was single.
Yeah.
And Angel agrees. You were interested in being Yasmin at first, and then you go to Helena? Where'd that come from?
Yeah. But like I said, things changed. Helena wasn't single. Now she's single.
Meg and Dejon say Shakira and Harry because he thinks that Shakira lies. And Shakira said that her mom said that Dee was in Harry's ear to get him to stay with Helena. And Meg says Shakira made hurtful comments to her, and she's been nice to her this whole time.
That's where I'm just like, you put too much. My thing is very... Shakira has made hurtful comments to Meg.
Yeah.
But that's because I don't rock with y'all.
Yeah.
But the whole trying to position it of Shakira made hurtful comments about me and I never did anything to them. It's like,
it's not real.
It's like, why? It's like you're lying.
Yeah.
Like y'all sat on two opposite sides of the villa. Y'all wasn't friends. So I expect y'all to talk about each other all day, every day because y'all don't like each other. But to make it seem like Meg did nothing, I'm not buying the propaganda. Sorry.
And I just don't like the fact that they sit up and talk about, oh, I thought we were friends. Y'all don't hang out with us.
No.
Y'all don't talk to us. Like y'all like have no time for us at all. So where is the friendship? Like, what are you talking about? Because you rubbed my back when I was crying one day? No.
Exactly.
So we get to episode 52.
Okay.
Which couple couldn't handle someone sliding into their DMs? Shakira mentioned Toni and Cash. Pretty much her nice answer because she wants to save Meg and Dejon, for later.
Okay.
The couple that folks mostly said was Meg and Dejon for that one. Conor mentioned Shakira and Harry because Harry, seems like he's just a man about town, so to speak. And Shakira, I can't remember exactly. But anyway, Harry isn't into women DMing him, and he thinks that Shakira would be protective.
Okay.
Safest couple, Yaz and Jamie were thrown out there a couple of times because he came for Yasmin, who wasn't in a serious relationship when he was in Casa. Meg and Dejon mentioned Toni and Cash because they felt like Toni used Cash basically by chasing after Harrison, then going back to Cash when Harrison left. Which couple are you most scared to give your honest opinion about? And Yasmin feels like when she shares her opinion, Meg and Dejon patronize her. Toni also thinks that they deflect a lot.
Okay.
When we get to Shakira, she's saying how she holds her tongue because it's always World War III when she mentions something. And Meg says that if people told it to our faces instead of behind our backs, then that would be the best thing. And Shakira tells her, look, you've been standoffish with women you find as a threat. We're not friends. We're not amicable. And Meg says, you won't be my friend on the outside. And Shakira tells her, we'll never be friends on the outside. And I really can't stand you sometimes.
Facts. Like that's what I'm just saying. Like, you don't want to be my friend on the outside, Meg.
And we're not friends here.
So I don't even understand what you trying to portray. See, this is what she's trying to do, some Uno reverse right here.
Yeah.
She's trying to make it seem like Shakira's a mean girl. I can't be a mean girl if we're mean to each other.
Right.
Like, a mean girl is what Meg been to girls that don't even know her. And then she's talking about them behind their back in the kitchen out loud.
Right.
And then when the girl stands up to defend herself, the girl stands up to defend herself and things of that nature, right? All of a sudden, you want to take I wasn't even talking about you. That's what Meg does. She throw rocks and hide her hands. I'm not with it.
Blue mentions Toni and Cash again. He said that he tries to give her his opinion and she doesn't take it, and Toni still doesn't care. And you know what? Me neither.
Yeah, I don't care
Blue's opinion either. Yasmin and Jamie say that when people, basically they patronize her, and every conversation ends up ending in an argument.
Okay.
Dejon says that every competition is always Megan Dejon. He apologizes if people are scared to speak up.
No one's not scared. We just don't like y'all like that.
And also the thing is, the competitions are asking questions about people's perspective on the couples.
Yeah.
So why would we lie in a competition to protect y'all's feelings? Like, we're telling y'all how we really feel, and the public is telling you how you feel by ranking you for the worst choices.
Yeah, and also they need to understand something, that they looking too deep into the whole, like, we are a real couple. We are a real couple. Y'all should believe us. Why don't y'all like us as a couple? No, let's start from point A before we get to point L, Blair. Mm-hmm. We don't like y'all as individuals. Mm-hmm. It just so happened that y'all end up together.
Yeah.
I'm not fans of Meg, and I'm not fans of Dejon individually. And the fact that y'all are together, I'm not fans of both of y'all. It can be that simple.
Mm-hmm. So Meg and Dejon ended up throwing out Toni and Cash because Toni can say what she wants, but other girls can't speak up. She also always wants the last word. Blue tells you to shut up. You tell him to shut up. And she always has these one-liners. And this is when I realized, Meg is insecure about Toni's wit.
Yeah, Meg don't got no wit.
Meg don't got no wit. Meg don't got no words.
She ain't got no wit words or all the above.
And I'm just like, oh, okay. So you want her to not be able to spar with people. You want Blue to be able to tell her to shut up and her to what? Stand there? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So yeah, Meg, whenever you want to go toe to toe with Toni, you're going to lose because your mouth is slow.
Yeah. Meg reminds me of this housewife in America, Giselle on Potomac, right? To where it's like she really don't have no clapbacks. You get what I'm saying? She don't have no wit and things like that to go back and forth to, like, your point. So she's always going to take the victim role. Look at what somebody did to me. Look what somebody did to me. Well, whole time Giselle is most of the time is the one starting it. You get what I'm saying? But she just that's how I view Meg, as someone that want to start a fight, but once the fight actually start, she want to take the role of, why are you hitting me?
Right.
You hit me first.
Yeah.
We in a fight.
I even think back to the Melisha thing. Meg was talking mess within earshot of Melisha.
In the kitchen,
when Melisha actually called her out on it, she wants to be like, I wasn't even talking about you. Why are you yelling at me? It's just like, no, you know what you're doing.
And then that's when the lapdog came in, Megan.
Yeah.
And want to basically speak up for, and that's what, and guess what? And we gonna get to it in this episode, to where, guess what? Meg gonna criticize the lapdog for not lapdogging good enough.
Yeah. So Blue ends up calling Toni a pick-me girl, and he stands on what he says as well, because Yasmin says Toni stands on business. Why Blue had to speak up? I guess he needed a moment, y'all.
It is what it is. Don't worry about Blue going home, okay?
Meg and Dejon don't understand why people don't like them as a couple. Meg thinks it all started from that threesome comment that Yasmin made that Toni was standing there for.
Do you see what I mean?
And Cash said, honestly, I don't know why y'all are arguing. You just won't be friends. And the girls' peace treaty is over.
Listen to this. He said, I don't understand why they don't like us as a couple. Her first resort is to blame him.
Well, she blamed the girls.
But the whole thing about it was, it was part of the whole. I thought Dejon was part of that conversation.
Yeah, I think she was blaming them for basically, like, the divide started because y'all were disrespectful to my relationship with my man.
No, Meg, listen, that's even stupider.
Okay.
In my opinion.
What do you think it was?
I thought it was, the whole reason why they don't like us because, hey, they saw you not being serious in this relationship, because you was over here having conversations about threesomes with Yasmin and things like that, basically being keen with them and things of that nature. If what Meg is really upset about is not what I said, that's even more stupider and things of that nature. Because I'm like, we just don't like y'all because, you know why? We seen y'all works.
Yeah.
Like, we seen how y'all operate on the show. You know what I mean?
So Cash and Toni talk. Cash fills Toni in on the conversation he had with Megan Dejon. And Toni makes it clear that Yasmin made the threesome comment and that totally got blown out of proportion. Toni says it didn't start from there. It started week 1 when they isolated her and Shakira, and that's how they ended up becoming friends. When any new girl would try to talk to Dejon, those girls would become friends with them because they would be iced out by Meg and her crew. He had his fun. He got away with all of it, and it's convenient that y'all love each other when there are no bombshells coming in. Toni speak of facts.
Listen, we cannot dismiss that. No more bombshells.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you.
So we get to Harry and Meg, and she is confronting him about not standing up for her during the competition. Harry said that he does have her back. He doesn't really know how to handle these situations. He's not trying to take sides, and he apologizes to her.
And listen here, Meg, why does it matter to you that Harry have your back?
Would you have Harry's back?
Did you have his back
right
that night when you was over here putting empty nothings in Helena's ear and things of that nature? When he went outside on the daybed, so he only felt the need to go in the daybed because he felt like the whole villa was against him.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, Meg, this is not an example of you basically being there for everybody and then nobody's there for you. You have not been there for people. But yet you expect people to be there to defend you as if you have some as if you're over people or something like that, as if everybody is inferior to Meg. You need to be there for me. You need to basically speak up for me. No, we don't, because you haven't done that for nobody.
So Yasmin and Jamie are exclusive. Number one, because Yasmin asked Jamie.
Okay.
So we get to the next day and Dejon is talking about Megan. The first time she came in versus how she's coming in now, he feels like there's a difference. She was never shy about speaking up for her friends, and Megan before would have definitely spoke up if Shakira was laying into Meg the way that she was. Blue says on the outside you see both sides. Megan probably just doesn't want to get involved with the drama, and Dejon, it says that it seems like she doesn't want to get in a riff with Shakira more specifically. Blue does tell them that Toni and Shakira are loved on the outside, and Megan and Meg and Helena, their side is seen as the mean girls. Megan was mad apparently when Tommy and Lucy were at tape, and Dejon and Harry say immediately they need to tell Conor.
And this is what I mean. And everybody's right in that and everybody's wrong in this situation. Let's start with Megan, right? When you position yourself as a lapdog, guess what? There's no promotion to get out of that position.
Right.
Once you there to basically be a yes man for somebody, to be a hype man, people go look at you when someone start rapping and you ain't ad-libbing for me. You get what I'm saying? Especially when you position yourself not as an independent thinker. Right. You know what I mean? So now they looking at Megan like, you was quiet during this time. How come you're not defending Megan? Or basically you're not defending Meg rather, right? And I would say, why do we have to protect Meg from things that only involve Meg?
Yeah.
like that goes back to the whole oh, Meg feels like everybody is inferior to her and things of that nature, to where it's like, oh, if they going back and forth one-on-one, by the way, why are you looking at Megan to jump in to defend Meg? That makes no sense.
Because Meg's mouth is slow.
Exactly.
She ain't got no wit.
And Blue.
So she always needs somebody to stand up for her because she can't go one-on-one.
Facts.
Especially not with Toni and Shakira.
And Blue is the only eyes and ears that have been on the outside, so he actually knows what's going on outside the villa. So now, in my opinion, I feel like that's the only information that John needed, in a sense of, oh, they're not liked on the outside? Shakira and Toni's the one that's kind of liked on the outside and things of that nature. And then they trying to bring up something that have to do with, Megan felt some type of way and things like that when she saw Tommy. She's been in touch with Tommy. We got to tell Conor. That's where it turned into gameplay at that moment for me. You don't have to tell Conor anything, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because for one, it have nothing to do with you, but now you're trying to ruin relationships and trying to basically pick people off one by one, so it could be an easier path for Dejon to get to the money.
Yeah, so they end up telling Conor. Conor is not too concerned about whether or not Megan is speaking up for Meg, but he will address Megan about the whole Tommy situation. When Megan talks to Conor, she pretty much tells him that she had flirty texts with Tommy. She was more so upset with Lucy because Lucy was acting like she was friends with her, and then she wants to start kissing Tommy in front of her.
Yeah.
Conor also mentions her not sticking up for Meg, and Megan says that, I wasn't here for a while. I don't really want to get involved with the situations that are happening. So Conor says, look, when couples are good, it's convenient that the boys come with a problem for us to act out a character. Bear that in mind when you're having these conversations. And according to him, case is closed. They're good. And I was like, thank goodness. I mean, the conversation he had with Shakira really must have made an impact on him. Yeah. Because I'm glad that he moved differently this time.
Yeah, but Megan, you're a hypocrite. Oh, yeah, I didn't forget, right? She said that the reason why she didn't involve herself, because she said she haven't been here, so she don't want to involve herself in that, right?
She's lying, but,
She wasn't here for the whole Harry and Helena thing and things of that nature, but she was one of the loudmouths talking during the grafties and things of that nature. So don't give me that you don't want to involve yourself in things of that nature. If you're a lapdog, you got to continue to be a lapdog, and you are part of the reason why Helena started getting outside of herself and expecting more when she never positioned herself to even need that much.
So when Meg was getting ready and she was talking to Angel, and she was and Megan was in there too, and they were having conversations about, I wonder why we couldn't have gotten more bombshells, and Megan made the comment pretty much because Meg can't keep her head about her. Meg goes off on all the bombshells. Ooh. And apparently that rubbed Meg the wrong way, and she shares that information with Dejon. So Megan, Helena, Dejon are all sitting and talking, and Megan said that she hasn't been here, she doesn't want to be in the wrong, being loud and shouting, and it's not her place. And she tells him that she hasn't watched all the episodes. Is that true?
No, it's not true at all, because you definitely, what's the word? You came in definitely more calmer. If y'all remember how Megan was in the beginning of the episode, the minute something happened to Meg, the first one jumping up, basically going at somebody, was Megan. Yeah. And now she's kind of trying to mind her business. She's trying to lay low and things of that nature. Because if Blue can say that, hey, that group over there is not liked by the public, I think Megan is trying to be friendly while at the same time trying not to be associated with that group.
For sure. And Megan, Dejon tells her, but you don't have to shout, just stand up for what's right and what's wrong. And Megan says that she could have stuck up for Meg, but she doesn't want to put herself into basically a firing line. Meg ends up joining the chat, and Megan apologizes for not standing up for her. Meg didn't like the comment she made about the bombshells, and Megan tells her it was a joke, but she gets that it was putting salt in the wound because she's getting that from everyone else. But the thing is, Meg, if you are somebody who stands up for what's right and what's wrong, and you are someone who speaks the truth, then you should be able to tell Meg that I don't have to stand up for you. It's not a requirement, or it shouldn't be a requirement of our friendship for me to go at people on your behalf. Facts. That's not something that I want to continue to do. So no, I'm not going to apologize for not backing you when I feel like you do be tripping. Also, when I made the joke about the bombshells thing, I said it in a joking way, but it was rooted in truth. You do act wild when bombshells come around and when Dejon is having conversations. And if you don't like that and you don't like hearing that, I'm sorry, but that's what happened. Yeah. So no, Megan's not standing on business. And I thought that she would, the fact that she can be so loud and wrong, I was hoping she could be right and loud at some point.
I hate the fact that Megan's back, because we gotta literally go between Meg and Megan and Megan and Meg and all that stuff. It's stupid.
Yeah. So Megan is crying. Angel, Meg, and Helena console her. Conor tells Dejon that she doesn't want to get involved into the divide between the girls. Yeah. They end up getting a text, and it is a talent show tonight. The funny things that stood out for me: Blue does Mai Tai. He ends up falling on his behind. That's what he gets for messing with Toni. Pretty much. Yasmin gave a posture demonstration, which I thought was pretty good. I was trying to sit up more straight while I was watching it. And Ty and Angel do a magic show. Then we see Helena, who pretty much does a roast as a flight attendant. And honestly, y'all, I don't think she came up with that. But if she did, then she did a great job with coming up with that. I don't know. I think the reason I didn't believe she came up with it, because the way she delivered it, there was no personality to it. She was crossing her legs, her head was down. She was just reading off the card. And I was just if it's your material, present your material. You know what I'm saying?
But that could be the way. My thing is, I believe, even though Helena, you're going home, and you're going home because of you, not because of Harry. I believe out of every girl in the villa, Helena was fun girl. Helena would be the girl that I would get along with the most. I think Helena is funny. I think Helena's personality is easygoing and things of that nature.
I think a lot of people would get along with her if they wasn't trying to take her man. People's man.
I'm not talking about the man part. I'm just talking about her independently. Sure. Right? Stand alone with no men. Right? I think Helena is a very likable person. Right? So with her giving a roast session and doing jokes and things like that, I'm like, this is the fun girl that you basically marketed to Harry. But then when I finally got the product, it wasn't the same as the infomercial. It's not a non-stick skillet anymore. I'm trying to get the eggs out and things of that nature. So listen here, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Anything else you want to add?
Nope.
Listen here, I think y'all already voted. I believe y'all already voted for the favorite couple being
Yasmin and Jamie.
Not even close. Harry and Shakira. Okay? There's no more room on the bandwagon. I gave y'all opportunities to be on it. But hopefully, you know what? Y'all voted the right way. And we will continue on with this season. I'll see y'all.
Bye.